guy, James?
His name's William.
A familiar face, a morning smile, an extra step.
Bridge was down, but he got here anyway, didn't he? It's amazing.
At this moment, the people of FedEx are using their know-how, determination, and heart to treat your package as if it were the most important package of all, because to them, that's exactly what it is.
James, such a nice boy.
He is a nice boy, but his name's William.
Show tonight. Quentin Tarantino is here from the Third Rock of the Sun, John Lithgow, and the music of Loeb. My first guest is an Oscar-winning screenwriter. Oh, and he's younger than me. Oh, man. Don't you hate when you reach that age when people are doing great things and are younger than you? Anyway, he's currently co-starring in a very wild film from dusk to dawn. This is a action-packed would be the key word. This is just a crazy film that opens today all over the place. Please welcome Quentin Tarantino. Don't you just hate dealing with those Beverly Hills tailors? They drive you nuts.
Oh, I know.
It's just unbelievable.
I thought I would dress down, you know. Actually, you know what? Actually, these shoes, in this movie I just did, one of the actresses in it is Juliette Lewis.
Right. And
she was talking about, see, I can't do the impersonation of her that good now because I have a mustache. It just kind of breaks the illusion just a touch.
Yeah, you don't really look like Juliette.
I don't really, I can't channel Juliette that much with a mustache. But she was like, you know, Quentin, I really liked it a lot when you were on Jay Leno and you had those really really cool red sneakers and I was watching them and I was thinking, wow, those are really cool. These are for you, Juliette.
Oh, that's very good. Now, have you been, where were you, overseas now? Is that where you were?
Yeah, I was in Holland. I was in Holland for about a month and a half.
Now, what were you doing? Just kicking back? Or
yeah, I really liked that place a lot, and I go and I kick back, and I started writing, like the new script and stuff.
That would be international symbol of writing?
Yes, exactly. And the time for the check, too, I think. Okay.
But I like when people do that. You know, they go, I was writing, and some people go, what does he mean?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, geez, I was so lost.
But you've been there before. You go there a lot to write, huh?
Yeah, well, I wrote Pulp Fiction there. I was there for like 3 months, right there. This is the first time I'd ever been in.
Now, that's interesting to me. Do you write better sort of about America when you leave it and you look back on it? I mean, why? Is there a reason for that, or is it just a relaxing place?
Well, it was like, the first time I was there. I mean, now I just kind of like the place. You know? So I go there. You find a place that you like and you keep going back. But the first time, I had never been anywhere. I mean, I had barely left Los Angeles County, all right, my whole life. When you make minimum wage, you just can't, like, be Phineas Fogg, all right? So, so I was like, I got some money. I'd just done Reservoir Dogs, and so I'd got a check, and I was like, wow, I finally get some money. So I went to Europe for the very, very first time, and I loved it. But the thing is, when I was writing it, that's where all that stuff in Pulp Fiction about, Big Macs are called this, and Quarter Pounders are called that, and, it was like, I was experiencing that for the very first time there, and I was, I really thought it was charming how much they're the same, but yet they're different in these little quirky ways. They make change on a bus, okay, in Holland.
You don't have to have exact change?
No, they make change for you.
Wow. How primitive. What an odd society.
Oh, I remember how many times you go with a dollar, get out of here.
Get out of here, you punk. Now, what do you do there? Do you do American things? Do you watch them? Do you have American shows? Do you watch?
Well, it was like, yeah, they have a few American shows, but actually it was funny. This last month and a half I was there, NBC's got that NBC Superstation.
That's right. We're on in Holland.
You better believe it. I watched you every. You get like real star for entertainment. I want you. You're on twice a night.
Really star for entertainment.
Well,
thank you.
No, I don't mean that. No, I don't mean that. I mean the fact.
All right, we'll turn on Leno.
No. What I mean by star for entertainment is like you're on twice in the same day, and I would watch it both times. Like, I just want to see it when Charles Grodin scratches his nose. All right, it was like a really funny moment.
It's like CNN. When you watch CNN, you realize it's only a half hour, and then you watch again for half hour, hoping something will change.
That's it. I will watch CNN in Europe, like it's a Russian novel or something. I just I'm doing something. I gotta get home. It's Crossfire's on, man. I gotta.
Well, did you ever see? There's a show in Germany that's kind of like this show called Late Night with Gunther. Have you ever seen that?
No,
it's like an American version of the Tonight Show.
Oh man.
Do they have those? Do they have? Like,
well, no, I'm sure they have. I mean, I've been on some of like, you know, the more or less the Tonight Show of Brazil. All right, and there's a guy named Terry Wogan in England.
Wogan, I know Wogan.
Yeah.
Sure, I've done that.
He was a jerk to me.
He was a jerk?
Yeah. But
now, why was he a jerk? Now, see, what would make a jerk?
Well, I'll tell you what it was, I mean, it was really kind of weird. I go on a show, all right, and there was like a few other people there, and I was there promoting Reservoir Dogs, and he had seen the movie, and before the film, he goes, man, I really dug it. It was really good. Well, he doesn't say dig it, but, you know, right. If you know who I'm talking about, he's this older guy. But the thing is, I come on, and, like, he just, like, starts attacking me about the violence in the movie, all right? I spend the whole time...
I Newhart like that.
I end up, like, defending the film, doing a really good job of that, by the way, all right? It's all finished, all right? He goes, hey, you know, I just loved it. I kept the tape of it, and I gave you a little trouble there just so we could have some fun television, you know? Like, well, thanks a lot. But it was so funny, because, like, you are so huge in Holland, man. I gotta tell you. It's like... They say the commercial for the Tonight Show, all right, in Holland, and it's played every like 6 minutes. It's like this montage of you talking to all these people. Actually, there was a lot of Pulp Fiction stuff. Like they always have all these clips of you talking to me and Sam Jackson. In particular, that clip with you and John Travolta are like doing the double dance. And it was like they say, he spent more time amongst the stars than Captain Kirk.
Well, actually,
and it always ends with you going, ah.
Well, these shoes are wooden, you know.
Oh, God, there you go. You got the tulip thing.
Now, let me ask you about this. Now, you do some acting in this one.
Yeah.
Well, you've done acting in a lot of them, actually. You actually do a very good job in this one.
Oh, thanks.
Now, but this is what I want to ask you something about, because I know throughout the screenwriting and the directing, accolades. And then I've seen a few people take shots at you sometimes with the acting thing.
Yeah.
My first question is, do you concentrate as much as an actor as you do as a writer and director? Or do you just kind of assume, I'll just do what I do? And second of all, does it bother you when that happens?
Okay, well, the first question is, yes, I do, when I'm acting in a film, actually in particular in this one, because most of the stuff I had done before actually really wasn't a whole heck of a lot different from being like in an acting class, because I was like in a movie that I was in like 1 or 2 scenes.
Right.
And it's just, that's kind of like acting class. You get some scene, and you kind of work on it your best at home, and then you show up, and you know, you either nail it or you don't, you know, and then you go home. This was the first, and this is the biggest part I've ever played, so this was the first time I got a chance to kind of build a character during the course of time. And I was serious as a heart attack about it. I mean, I was like, you know, it was like when I was doing it, that's all I was doing.
Yeah.
All right, don't talk to me, don't bother me, you know. And it's really kind of weird for me because, like, normally I have a really good time on a set, and it's a big family kind of thing, but I was the guy. I played this.
But you're a psycho.
I played a psycho guy named Richie Gecko in it, and I was like, I kind of wanted to keep, and that wasn't an excuse to be a madman, but just keeping his mindset. But now, as far as, like, does it bother me? Well, yes. But what bothers me about it is, I like film criticism. If I wasn't a filmmaker, I'd probably be a film critic. And I'll read reviews. I've never read a bad review about a movie that I've directed that ever hurt my feelings. I either agreed with the guy or I didn't agree with the guy. All right? And, but when you're an actor, it's just such a personal level. They are rejecting you, all right? You know, it's like, you know, I hated your story in 4 rooms, all right? Oh, really? What'd you hate about it? You. Oh, okay.
See,
it's getting a little hot in here. All right.
I got a review once that said, Mr. Leno's head looks like a piece of urban folk art. Now, what can I do? I can't change my head.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I can't put a different head on. This is the guy said, I go, well, my head looks like urban folk art. Well, what do I do now? I can't get another head. What am I going to do?
But here Margaret Cho's, like, routine about, like, you know, the lovely, beautiful Zoftig Margaret Cho. What does Zoftig mean? Isn't that German for big fat pig? But, I mean, the thing is, like,
like in this movie, I mean, Dust to Dawn is the film, by the way. This is really, now you wrote this.
Yeah,
You know what I liked about it? You play this psycho, and this is the first time I've seen it in film. Perhaps it had been done before, but it's the first time I'd seen it. And this is what I liked about it, was usually when you watch the psycho, you have the people saying things, like there's a scene where he meets this woman, and she turns and says, you see him say this to you.
Yeah.
She never really says it.
Right, exactly.
But in your mind, she said it.
Exactly.
And we're seeing what a psycho sees as opposed to seeing the psycho. If that doesn't make any sense?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like,
well, you're a psycho.
Well, it's like, It's so funny because I did a little research on schizophrenics, and that is really a big problem that they have. And the thing about it was funny, I was doing the press junket, and they're talking, they go, so, what's it like playing such a crazy, weird, sick character as this Richard Gecko, you know? And I'm afraid I can't look at him that way because, I mean, I understand where he's coming from because, I mean, there's a reason for everything he does. It's not a good reason, and it's not happening, all right? But I really like the fact that, like, for 20 seconds in the movie, you actually see the world through Richie's eyes.
Yeah, that worked for me. I thought that was great. I thought that was terrific. Now, Clooney, as well. Did you pick Clooney?
No, Robert picked Clooney.
Oh, okay.
What happened was, but it was really weird. It was like a real serendipity kind of thing because I was directing my ER episode, all right, when Robert got the idea. All right, and I was like, oh man, that's a great idea, the Snake and a Bit Us. But it was like, we were kind of limited because we have to cast somebody that could look like my brother, and I was already in the part, so that was pretty much you or George.
Oh, well, there you go. Gee, I wonder how I lost.
No, you take over, you become the king of late night, you stop, the negotiations broke down, you know.
But anyway, the movie is Dusk Till Dawn, and folks, this is a wild movie and funny and terrific dialogue. It just killed me.
Oh,
Quentin,
thanks, man.
thank you very much.
Thanks a bunch,
Congratulations.
man.
You get another hit. Be right back with John Lithgow right after this.
This is a gold card. It can't grant you inner peace. I don't know. No card on the planet's more accepted, so you could go someplace peaceful. And with a credit line of at least $5,000, you'll have the freedom to relax. And freedom like that might be the path of true wisdom. So I guess Gold MasterCard can help you to see the light. Just remember to wear sunscreen. Gold MasterCard. It's more than a gold card. It's smart money. Look for your Gold MasterCard application and apply today.
The trouble with most notebooks this size is that most hands are this size. That's why we created the 4.5-pound ThinkPad 701 and gave it a price that makes it easy to get your hands on one.
From the makers of Rice-A-Roni, another San Francisco treat.
Pasta-roni, a San Francisco treat.
Pasta-roni, delicious pasta and sauce combinations.
Pasta-roni, a San Francisco treat.
Tonight, Conan draws the line.
And I won't do the show new.
Plus David Allen Greer and why Lisa Marie's leaving.
And help him dress his monkey.
It's a champ!
All right.
Join Bob Hope as he hosts superstar Kevin Costner, Leslie Nielsen, plus Fred Couples, Peter Jacobson, and a top PGA field. The Bob Hope Chrysler Classic, this weekend on NBC.
I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you.
Now you can get incredible deals on Toyota's best-selling cars, Camry and Corolla. You can lease a new 96 Camry for only $229 a month, or you can get a low-price lease on a new Corolla for only $189 a month. The choice is yours at your Toyota dealer today.
I'm sold on you.
Hang on a sec, someone's at the door.
If it was your child.
Julie? Julia! Can you phone the police for me, please?
If it was your decision.
Everything I have on him is worthless.
The man who murdered my daughter is free.
What would you do?
I don't even remember what she looked like.
Sally Field, Kiefer Sutherland, Ed Harris.
You can't rest till he pays for what he did to her.
Eye for an eye.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Rated R. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
$10 million. $10 million. The next Super Lotto jackpot is over $10 million. This is a jackpot alert. This is not a drill. This is the real thing, Linda.
Number one in excitement, and number one with California. The new Pontiac Sunfire. It's over $3,000 less than Nissan 200SX, and over $2,000 less than Toyota Paseo. And Sunfire has AM/FM with CD player, air, dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and more at no extra charge. So don't pay over $3,000 more. Buy Pontiac Sunfire. It's number one with you. Only at your Southern California Pontiac dealers.
Save Our Streets, Sunday night at 12:15 here on NBC4.
a terrific actor who has been nominated twice for an Oscar. He now stars in the brand new NBC hit show Third Rock from the Sun, which airs Tuesday, 9:30. Please welcome John Lithgow. Good to see you. Well, you look like a man with success on your face, so you got a huge hit on your hands.
Huge. They're calling it the one legitimate hit of the season. I couldn't be happier.
That's great. That's great. Now,
and this is after working on it for 2 years. So
yeah, that's a little inside showbiz, but there must be a certain satisfaction knowing this show was rejected by the other network, paid for it, did it, and said, ah, this stinks, we don't want it. And then NBC bought it, and then it became a huge hit.
Well, another network rejected it. I don't know, Jay. I try to just savor my success and not relish the failure of others.
Right. You don't want to say it. You know, it's like ABC. You know, it's as simple as that. It's just like ABC. You know, so that's all. But this is not your first time playing an alien, actually.
No, I played a couple of. I've played something of everything.
You have an alien head. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I've played an alien in Buckaroo Banzai.
Right. That was a good alien.
Emilio Lizardo.
You would know that. Oh, I love Dr. Lazard.
Yeah, Dr. Lizardo. And actually, I played Yoda on the radio version of Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
A role that I'm going to reprise the role in Return of the Jedi. In fact.
Can you do Yoda?
Oh. Jedi Master? I must say, this is with apologies to Frank Oz, who created the voice.
Right.
You know, I just imitate him.
Well, that's okay. But you do a lot of impressions, don't you? I believe, because I remember you used to do animals. Wasn't that your...
Animal impressions.
Barnyard animals, I believe. One of the few animal impressionists.
Jay, don't go there, all right?
No. This is... anybody can do Cagney and Nixon. And to do the animals, that's the key.
I have done the animals.
To capture their voice.
I have done animals for children. Right. I released a home video cassette for children where I sang an animal song.
Well, we have many children watching the program. In fact, Geraldo was speaking about this. We need something. We have a guitar right there. Perhaps you could do a little animal...
No.
Could you do it?
Oh, my God.
Let me say to these people, folks, you don't know what pig is until you've heard it done by this man.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will do this, Jay.
Yeah.
I will do this. I don't ordinarily do this.
No, that's why you have the guitar.
But only on condition that I'm supported big time by Kevin and the gang.
The fabulous jazz. What jazz group wouldn't be thrilled to do Barnyard Animals? Guys, can you...
Well, this is nuts. I mean, talk about an alien experience. Singing a children's song for adults, which is going to be aired in the middle of the night. But here we go.
Kev, go ahead. Kev, feel free to jump in here.
But I am an alien now.
That's right. You are an alien, so.
I had a rooster, and the rooster pleased me. I fed my rooster by the green apple tree. My old rooster went cock-a-doodle-doo-dee-doodle-dee-doodle-dee-doodle-dee. I had a piggy, and the piggy pleased me. I fed my piggy by the green apple tree. My old piggy went... And of course, you know, this song goes on for about 20 minutes, but by the end I'm saying, my old doggy went, roo, roo, roo. My old doggy went, there you are. My old cow went, nah. My old piggy went.
Now, no
finish. My old rooster went cock-a-doodle-doo-dee-doodle-dee-doodle-dee-a-doodle-dee-a-doo.
Normally, I don't advocate substance abuse when listening to music, but I think if there was ever a case...
It could only help.
Now, tell me a little about the show. Let's talk a little bit about...
Well, Third Rock from the Sun is the way aliens perceive the Earth. Right. I play the leader of a band of 4 aliens who've come to Earth to do research, and we've taken on human form. We've sort of formed as close as we can get to a dysfunctional human family as a sort of camouflage.
Right, I see.
And,
so you're undercover.
That's right.
Well, here, we have a clip. Now, does this clip need any explanation here that we're going to see?
Just remember, I am an alien who's just discovered that it's good to look young.
It was Jane Curtin. Okay.
The great Jane Curtin.
I got you a birthday card.
Happy birthday, you look like $1 million. Oh. Old and wrinkled. What kind of a cruel hoax is this?
It's a Hallmark card.
A hallmark of degradation! The first line lulled me into a false sense of security. And the second line ripped out my heart and slapped me across the face with it, awakening me to harsh reality.
It's an old joke.
For an old fool? Well, I want no part of it. I'm leaving while I still have my dignity.
You might have a job in the next 7 or 8 years.
Well, hopefully I'll have little hiatuses.
No, that's good. Are you happy doing it? Now, see, I think that's great because I like people like you. You do a movie, you get an Oscar nomination, you come, you do TV. I mean, you go where the work is. I mean, see, I like that, actually.
I tell you, this has been more fun than I've had since I was a kid. It's, I'm in this strange state this week. It's my own perversity as an actor. I figure if I love something this much, it can't possibly be a success.
Oh, there you go.
And here it is. It's just wonderful.
Well, this is Hollywood. Don't wish too hard.
Right.
Anyway, did I say 9:30 before? It's on at 8:30. It's 8:30 Tuesday.
Yes,
I'm
right.
very, very sorry. It's 8:30. It's Third Rock from the Sun. John Lithgow, be right back with Lisa Loeb right after this. John, thank you.
Announcing a powerful breakthrough of incredible proportions. Incredibly small proportions. New Actron, a powerful pain reliever with ketoprofen, finally available without a prescription. Actron is so powerful, just 12.5 milligrams are as effective as 200 milligrams of Advil or 650 milligrams of Tylenol for headaches and body pain. New Actron, the pain reliever that's so small because it's so powerful.
I just found an incredibly easy way to create really delicious dishes. New savory seasonings from Crisco. There are 4 oils flavored with natural herbs and spices to add exciting flavor to whatever you're cooking. Like this easy recipe. Simply take chicken breast, add roasted garlic savory seasonings, and voila, luscious garlic chicken. Cooks who know, trust Crisco.
To the designers of the Dodge Stratus, performance isn't just how a car handles, but what it handles. So along with a rigid frame and modified double wishbone suspension for control, they also developed the biggest trunk in its class. So Stratus isn't just a great driver's car, it's a great packer's car. Dodge Stratus. It's full of answers. Now get 1.9% financing, 500 cash savings, or a low lease rate.
Check out the stars on Saturday Night Live. Is that Jim Carrey, Debbie Reynolds, Don King, Princess Di, even Joe Pesci and Macaulay Culkin?
Is this the Pay Kid movie?
It's exactly the one, and this is what you do with it, huh?
The critics are calling it hilarious, brilliant.
I'm in love.
See for yourself this week when Alec Baldwin hosts an all-new Saturday Night Live with musical guest Tori Amos.
Some of the world's most advanced safety innovations are now available in this handsome carrying case. The 960 from Volvo.
See your Volvo retailer today for a very special offer from Bear Mountain Ski Resort.
This commercial you've asked me to direct is rubbish. What this commercial needs is vision. We open up on the cliffs of Nepal, gas pumps on the horizon. Suddenly, a beam of light shines down on them. The gas pumps turn into doves, and they fly away. Then, a beautiful woman metamorphoses into a car. At the same time, large Vouch turns into a high-octane pump.
He's a genius.
What do you want from your gas station? Flying pumps or something a bit more useful, like squeaky clean restrooms? 76, we get it.
Lower your right foot and repeat after me. I promise to be free. I promise to be different. I promise to take the other path. I promise to be unique. I promise to drive an Eldorado with a 300 horsepower North Star V8, a suspension that reads faster than Evelyn Wood, and a body that parts traffic. Eldorado with the North Star system by Cadillac.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the results of tonight's NBC Tonight Show poll. At the time of their marriage last year, only 8% of the American people believed that Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley married for love. So how could this perfect storybook marriage end? Well, to find out, we asked 100 people the following question: why do you think Michael and Lisa Marie are getting a divorce? Here now, the results of that poll. 7% said it was because on their wedding night, Lisa found out why Michael calls it Neverland. Now, 12% said it because Lisa Marie got tired of people referring to Michael as the pretty one. 24% said it because Lisa Marie got tired of going to Chuck E. Cheese for dinner every night. 11% believed that Lisa Marie was just using Michael to get to Tito. 9% said it's because at the Jackson family reunions, Lisa Marie always felt like the normal girl on the Munsters. And finally, a whopping 74% said it was because of that huge misunderstanding about Michael wanting kids. So that's pretty much the way it was. Now, we'll be right back with Lisa Loeb right after this. And don't go away. Very good singer.
It's better.
Not bitter.
Surprise.
Sweet.
Ocean Spray. Ruby red and tangerine grapefruit juice drink.
This is grapefruit. It's better.
Not bitter. Surprise. Yeah, it's sweet.
It has two tastes, like sweet at first and then grapefruit at the end.
Sweet grapefruit and tangerines.
Tangerine?
Wow. It's better.
Much better. Not bitter.
What a surprise.
It's very, very sweet.
It's not any ordinary grapefruit juice.
It's got a sweet grapefruit taste you'll crave. Ruby red and tangerine. Crave the wave. Ocean Spray.
When I had friends and family, I expected big savings. Mistake. Their calling card couldn't keep up with me. It only discounted my calls to home. So I got AT&T True Reach Savings. It's the only way I save 25% on every type of call on my AT&T phone bill, anywhere in the U.S., no matter who I call.
AT&T True Reach Savings. Save 25% after spending just $25 a month.
I love a company that can keep up with me.
AT&T True Reach Savings. That's your true choice. AT&T.
Traces of crimson on your toothbrush. Bleeding gums. It's caused by germs. Listerine kills them. It helps prevent the gum disease, gingivitis. Kill the germs. Spare your gums. Listerine, the power of prevention.
How fast can you begin to feel relief from a cold? Depends. How fast can you open a Halls with vapor action? Halls Vapor Action means instant action. Only from the halls of medicine.
Hey, it's your choice. For 96 cents, you can have juicy meatballs on fresh baked bread with marinara sauce and loads of fresh cut fixins in a sandwich made right before your eyes, or a pre-made burger. Good decision. Subway's meatball sub is just 96 cents for a limited time. Hurry in.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation I'm ice fishing with my buddies. Oh, something bites. Oh, it's a big one. Uh-oh. Will the ice hold me? Oh, man against beast. Man against the elements.
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
Tonight, Conan draws the line.
And I won't do the show news.
Plus David Allen Greer and why Lisa Marie's leaving.
And help him dress his monkey. It's a chip! All right.
Sunday, the award show that sets the stage for all the rest when the biggest stars of film and television gather to honor the best. The 53rd Golden Globe Awards, live 8/7 Central, NBC Sunday.
Tuesday on Must See TV, it's one of the wildest Frasers you've ever seen.
Run, Niles, run!
Then it's Third Rock from the Sun, NBC Tuesday's newest hit. Dick celebrates his birthday with an alien midlife crisis. And Sally makes a discovery.
What do you think it wants?
It's Third Rock from the Sun after Frasier on Must See TV, NBC Tuesday.
My next guest scored a #1 hit with her song Stay from the Reality Bites soundtrack. Tonight she's performing a song from her debut CD, Tales. Please welcome Lisa Loeb and 9 Stories. Thanks, Lisa. Really nice. Be right back right after this. Thanks, you guys. Nice work.
It's back! Mitsubishi's Eclipse-a-thon. At your nearby neighborhood Mitsubishi dealer. Eclipse-a-thon. Special lease savings on the totally awesome 96 Mitsubishi Eclipse RS. Lease for just $199 a month, 36 months, $1,800 down. More value for your money on Eclipse RS leases. Eclipse RS, $199 a month, only 36 months. Mitsubishi's Eclipse-a-thon. Eclipse at your neighborhood Mitsubishi dealer, $199 a month.
Critics are calling Mr. Holland's Opus one of the best pictures of the year.
If you have the passion, then you ought to do what you want to do.
A flat-out wonderful movie.
You love music and you made the kids love it with you.
Richard Dreyfuss is definitely Oscar-bound.
It's in your head. It's in your heart.
And Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up.
Come meet your son.
The best of the best. Richard Dreyfuss. Mr. Holland's Opus, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
Saab gives you 4. BMW gives you 4. Volvo gives you 4. But Volkswagen gives you a 10-year limited powertrain warranty, which means you'll still be covered when he's old enough to drive it. Scary, isn't it? On the road of life, there are passengers, and there are drivers.
Here, look, I figured out where we're going.
Yeah, that's great. Let's go. You gotta have a snack.
Honey.
I've been searching. I've been searching.
Something sweet.
Searching every which way.
Something crunchy.
Searching.
Hey, you got it.
Searching.
You got the goodness of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. Too bad they're just for breakfast, huh?
There was a time when we didn't have a worry in the world. Today, well, we seem to be making up for it. That's why you need Chevy Lumina. A car you can trust. A car so well engineered and affordable, you could have it paid off long before it needs its first tune-up. Chevy Lumina. Because someday you'll realize nobody's got enough money, and everybody's got enough worries.
Comedy.
With Bill Maher.
What is the nature of man? What is the meaning of life? Is wrestling fixed? What is Martinizing, and why does it take only 1 hour?
And Jake Johansson.
My big fear on the plane, of course, is top coming off. The guy sitting next to you is sucked out of the plane. My drink!
Following Saturday Night Live here on NBC4.
Accommodations furnished by the Universal City Hilton and Towers, ideally located within steps of the studios. Hilton, so nice to come home to.
Lisa Loeb, 9 Stories is the CD. Hey, congratulations. I think it's going to be a great year for you, too, isn't it?
Thank you.
Just on the road, doing the whole stuff. That's great. We come back again?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I hope so. Yeah, we love having you. Thank you. Thank you. John, congratulations on your hit.
Thank you, Jay.
Third Rock from the Sun, 8:30. 8:30. And, of course, Quentin Tarantino. The movie is From Dusk Till Dawn. Got to give it a thumbs up. Also, I want to thank our buddy Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo can be seen on the new Geraldo Rivera show. Not to confuse with that old Geraldo thing. Oh, it's all new Geraldo stuff. Monday night, Jay Thomas will be here. Selma Hayek from, very sexy woman from your film. Ooh, does a snake dance or something. Yeah, yes, you don't want to miss that. And Emmylou Harris. Stay tuned for Conan. He's got David Allen Greer. Bye, folks. Have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Back, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring Branford Marsalis and The Tonight Show Band. Tonight, Jay welcomes Tom Arnold. Comedian Carol Siskin. And Louis Gossett Jr. I'm Ed Hall. And now, Jay Leno.
Tom and Roseanne split up, filed for divorce, and reconciled 3 times. That's pretty good. Yeah. This should be interesting. Tom Arnold is here tonight. He said it's time for Roseanne and him to start putting the pieces back together. Not their marriage, his credit cards. Yeah, apparently she cut them all out. Well, I'm glad they're back. I'm glad they're back. Bob, I guess you win the pool. You had 6 days, didn't you? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Bob Hurst sitting in while Branford's getting the big sex change this weekend. Yeah. Branford, as you know, in Sweden, getting the big sex change. He'll be Brandy when he comes back. So he'll be Brandy on Monday, so that's great. Hey, you know what day today is? Earth Day. You know, today is Earth. I almost forgot about it until I picked up one of those Earth Day flyers blowing around the parking lot there. Apparently they stuck them on every windshield and then threw them all over the place. Yeah. Actually, Earth Day is celebrated a little differently here in California. See, if the Earth doesn't move, then we celebrate. A little different, little way of doing it. What do you think Al Gore does on Earth Day? He must just pass out from the excitement. You know, huh? He must have been up all night, just trying to sleep. Oh, Earth Day. Well, this is like the high holy days for Al Gore today. It's Earth Day. And people doing all sorts of things. See, people take a minute. They appreciate our planet. That's the idea of Earth Day. And everybody celebrates a different way. I understand earlier today, Dr. Kevorkian was spotted visiting a tree with Dutch elm disease. Apparently just started waving. So that was nice. That was nice to see. Yeah. Hey, did you all watch Hillary Clinton's news conference this afternoon? Yeah. She did pretty good. I thought some of the questions were very unfair. Like when Sam Donaldson asked Hillary what kind of panties she wore, control top or regular. I thought that was totally unnecessary. And I don't know if people believed her when she said she didn't have inside information on stock trading. I mean, even Michael Milken went, get out of here. Come on, what is that? Hey, you like the new hairdo she had? She had another new hairdo today. No? Well, you know, she looks so different, the subpoena servers almost didn't recognize her. You know, they won't. And here's something strange. Earlier this week, Democratic supporters paid $1,500 to have dinner with Bill Clinton. $1,500 to have dinner with Clinton. I mean, does this make sense? I mean, for $2 and an Egg McMuffin, you could have breakfast with him. You know that? Here you go. Sit down at the table. You talk back and forth. Oh, today, radio personality Howard Stern. You know, he's running for governor. You heard about this? Yeah. He went off to Albany to the Libertarian Party convention to try and collect their nomination. I don't know. Well, it figures that Stern would be a libertarian. I mean, he has lots of money, so he can't be a Democrat, and he's comfortable talking about sex, so he couldn't be a Republican. So a libertarian is really the way to go. I guess the House passed this new crime bill. You're probably reading about this. Now, this new crime bill is interesting. It prohibits criminals, inmates, I guess, from weightlifting, boxing, and martial arts. Not allowed to take that anymore in prison. I don't know what sports they're going to replace them with, but I understand a number of the inmates expressed an interest in pole vaulting. They seem to think that was a good way to think of it. So here you go, folks. Here's your tax dollars at work. There's talk now that this new Menendez trial could be delayed for as long as a year. Oh, this is just getting unbelievable. You realize this thing could go on for so long, pretty soon both of them are going to be wearing toupees. I mean, this is ridiculous at this time. And some sad news. I hate to bring people sad news on the weekend, but Prince Charles has lost his dog. You see this on the news? Dog ran off. Lost the dog. You know, I feel sorry for Prince Charles, too. I mean, you know he's walking in the woods going, I can't believe I lost the dog. Mom is never going to let me be king now. Yeah. And you know something? The dog is probably looking for his master, too. The dog's probably out in the woods going, here, Prince. Hey, Prince. Here, Prince. Too stupid? I say no. That's right. There is no joke too stupid. And some more sad news. Oh, it's sad when someone passes away. The founder of Jack in the Box died this week. Nobody heard about that. Even sad, I guess they had trouble at the memorial service. I guess the eulogy was delivered by the kid who works the drive-thru, and nobody could understand a single thing he said. And immigration officials now are considering charging $4 to enter the U.S. at the border. $4 to get in. Doesn't this violate the whole idea of the United States? You got a guy standing there saying, welcome to the United States, the freest country in the world. That'll be $4, please. Just stamp your hand there. Stamp your hand so you can come back in, get on all the rides. Oh, no, please. I love to watch the crowd. All right. And a recent poll of college students found that 76% of college seniors are sexually active, while only 50% of the freshmen are. So if that is not the perfect argument for staying in school, I don't know what is. Right there, there's the perfect stay in school. And finally, has anyone bought this instructional videotape yet? This is like the hottest selling videotape out there. It's called Secrets to a 1-Hour Orgasm. I understand women really love this tape. Women buy it, they go crazy. Of course, just like real life, you know, men keep fast forwarding to the end. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, a good show tonight. Tom Arnold is with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Arnold. A very funny comedian, Carol Siskin, is here. A very distinguished actor and an all-around good guy, Academy Award winner, Mr. Louis Gossett Jr. Say hello to Bob Hurst and the Tonight Show Band. All righty, folks. As you know, today is Earth Day, and we here at The Tonight Show very concerned about the environment, not just this one day, but 365 days a year. That's why we'd like to show you some of the things The Tonight Show is doing to save the planet. As you all know, we face a critical fuel shortage here on Mother Earth. Oil in short supply, coal eventually be completely exhausted. Many consider nuclear power to be dangerous. But we at The Tonight Show know of an energy source that is safe and virtually inexhaustible. It's scripts from canceled NBC shows. And every season, NBC generates enough scripts from failed pilots, bad TV movies, and canceled shows to heat a city the size of Cleveland. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, heating a city the size of Cleveland. Now, I'll tell you something else. Using insulation like this can conserve heat and save precious energy. But you may not know that energy conservation isn't just for housing and buildings. Oh, no. It's for people, too. You know, since 2/3 of all body heat is lost to the top of the head, a lot of our bald employees wear toupees made from Owings Corning's pink fiberglass insulation right here. See, that keeps them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Look at that. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. There, put that right on. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I like working on cars and motorcycles, so I'm constantly changing motor oil. But rather than just throw old oil out, oh no, it might contaminate the environment, I like to recycle the oil like this. In fact, just today I was changing oil in my car. Here I am, one of my energy-conscious vehicles. Pouring it into a jar. Oh, Colette, here's some more oil for our recycling center.
Thanks, Jay. I'll put it to good use.
Hey, Colette, you got any of that stuff you used on me last time, baby?
You know what? I just got a bottle in. Oh, Sal, your hair always looks so great.
You know it, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now, folks, most environmentalists will tell you the problem with these plastic six-pack rings like this one is that people throw them out, they get into the environment, and cute, cuddly, small animals can get stuck in them. Well, normally, that's bad. But we here at The Tonight Show have found a good use for these plastic rings. See, we put them in the food trays in our green room and use them as environmentally safe rat traps. We catch anything? Let's go to Did we catch anything? Let me see. What do we got? There you go. Oh, there you are. Look at that, lady. There you are. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently those are awfully big wharf rats. Apparently, they look like the dinosaurs in one of the other sketches. As a matter of fact. Now, see, we would take these rats and then release them unharmed back into the ecosystem. Now, our own bass player, who is filling in for Branford while he goes through his operation, has a special way that he's trying to save the planet. And Bob, why don't you share your special way with us in your own words.
That's right, Jay. You know, when I go to the supermarket here in L.A., they ask me if I want paper or plastic bags to carry my groceries in. But the plastic isn't biodegradable, and the paper is made from trees.
So if you don't use paper or plastic, Bob, what do you do?
Well, Jay, I have some videotape from me coming from the supermarket.
I'd like to see that.
Take a look.
Yeah. So I guess the key is just balance. And finally, you know, we have a Tonight Show garden where we grow many of our own vegetables right out here in the asphalt. In fact, we even make our own mulch for the garden by collecting twigs and branches from the little park across the street. In fact, our own Jeff Tane Watts is in charge of this mulching process. Tane, give us a demonstration. Now, here's Jeff eating some of the twigs and branches, grinding them up good. Okay, now show us how the mulching process works. Putting on mulching glasses. There he is. There you are, there you are, there you are. We hope we've been helpful. Be right back right after this with Tom Arnold. If you're a guy watching the program and you have screwed up really bad, far beyond what a dozen roses will do, my first guest will be of immense interest to you. He appears to have had a few marital problems lately, but I think everything seems to be working its way out. I have no idea. He'll tell us the details. By the way, he's also the star of Tom, which airs Wednesday nights at 8:30 on CBS. Please welcome Tom Arnold. Mine.
This yours?
That's yours, pal. There you go.
Yeah, we're dividing up stuff already, huh?
Oh, boy. Well, you did it this time, buddy.
What did I?
You know, every guy in America screwed up is going, oh, well, look at Tom.
Why?
What are you yelling at me for? Look at him.
Well, I know, but you
What's
know...
the latest? Come on, tell us what's going on.
Well, the latest is, and I didn't exactly screw up.
No, I know.
Jeez, give me a break. The latest is that... you know, my wife and I are trying to work things out, you know, in a...
No, but what precipitated this?
What happened?
Yeah,
what you
happened?
Want to know. Well, it was kind of a surprise to me, Dave. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Anyway...
There's nothing you can say to me.
I am sorry.
Let me tell you something. You need all the friends you can get right now.
That's true. Anyway, well, you know, we have, Rosie and I have had, we've been, you know, friends 11.5 years, and we've been, you know, together and living together and married for about 5 years.
Right.
And, you know, it's a lot of pressure. Pressure working in this business, you know that.
Pressure.
It's been a long year. We had a lot of different things going on, and for my part, I wasn't... you know, I worked too hard this year. I did a movie, and I did produce 3 television shows, and I acted in 1, and I did had a couple hair transplants, and...
No, how does the hair... Did they go too deep? Why does the hair transplant?
No, it's... it just slows you down for the weekend.
Oh, I see.
You know, and the weekends are important when you're working that much. And Rosie, you know, she did her show, and she wrote a book, and she promoted a book, and there was a lot of pressure. You know, last week was the last show of the Roseanne season.
Now, didn't you guys have, again, you know, I hear this stuff in the paper, and I would be remiss if I did not ask you about it. Now, I heard there was like a big blow-up on the set on Friday. You guys were just like a big yelling, screaming.
Yeah, there was.
It started there. That's where it started.
We have had blow-ups on the set before. You know, I'm executive producer, and she's
What?
a star.
I'm shocked.
And I know, and sometimes we disagree over, you know, creative
Differences.
things. Yeah. We have differences, and usually it works out. It works out okay. Friday was not a blow up on the set. Friday was Friday was interesting. I was driven into work, and the guy that drives me, as we pulled in the gate to the studio, he turns to me and says, I said, take me to my office, and he said, it's no longer your office. And I said, really? What? Whose office is it? He said, it's Rosie's office. And I said, well, she has her own office over here. Well, no, now she has your office. So he gets out of the car.
Well, why does he know that before you do?
Exactly. Oh. Exactly. So I go up to my office, and you know, it is Rosie's office now. And there's a big bunch of people down there, a big whoop-de-doo, and
Oh, no, but back up just a second. I didn't mean to interrupt. You had no idea when you got there this would happen.
Right.
You didn't have like a fight, and then you got there and this.
No, we had. I knew she was upset. She sent me a couple faxes.
Now, what was she upset?
You know.
She told you to go fax yourself. Is that what it was?
You know, it started about the amount of time that I've been working, you know.
Right.
I'm doing, like I say, I'm doing my show, and I'm doing her show.
Okay, because you have a separate place you go to, right? Sometimes you don't always stay at the house, right?
I stay there. Well, I have an apartment that I ride at night.
Okay.
And I've stayed there. I've had it for 6 months. I stayed there about 12 times in the 6 months. And
so you were there the night before you got to the office?
Yes, I was there the night before.
Okay.
And so I come into work, and you know, they're in my, the people I had hired were also in my office with her, and I said, well, can someone get me a phone list? And they said, I'm sorry, we don't work for you anymore. And so anyway, you know, that was kind of nasty. And it was horrible because I had to make my own phone calls. It was awful. And anyway, but I was shooting a pilot, another show that I'd written, and it was shooting a pilot that day, and suddenly I had no staff, you know, no assistants, no anything. It turned out okay. And what happened though was on Rosie was her last day of shooting, and each person that worked at our production company came in one at a time to tell Rosie, you know, how big of a jerk I am, you know. And,
well, let me ask you, now when you went to your office, was Rosie in your office?
Yes.
Did you talk then and go, honey, what's going on?
Something like that. You know,
I mean, what happened when you?
I said, you know, I need to get in. I need to get my scripts out of there, and I could see that a lot of my pictures were piled. You know, things were taken off the wall and put into boxes.
Probably from the earthquake.
Exactly. Yeah. And she was very upset, and she.
I mean, was she yelling when you walked in?
She was talking very loudly. She was upset, and she wanted me to be removed from the lot. You know, and you can't do that because first of all, I work for 2 different studios down there, and you know, and she's powerful, but you can't, you know, there are limits. So she was mad at me, and so I ended up, you know, I was okay. I went down to another office and kind of let that situation go.
Okay.
And then over the weekend, it didn't go away, and you know, I heard Monday morning that. You know, and it was a bad sign because 2 weeks before we were in Phoenix at Planet Hollywood, and Rosie was talking to Melanie Griffith, and they're all huddled up, you know, and Melanie had filed for divorce from Don, and then taken it back to get his attention because he wasn't paying enough, you know, attention to her. And I saw him talking. I should have known that something was going to happen, right?
But did Christy Brinkley join in that conversation?
Exactly. Whoa! So Monday, then Monday, I was. You know, I was a little surprised to hear, and I was incredibly surprised when I heard the way, not that it was filed, but the way it was filed.
So let's take a break, and I want to ask you seriously about some of the things.
Oh, sure.
I mean, we joke about, but there were some serious charges brought up as well.
Yeah.
We'll talk more. I'll be back with Tom right after this.
But I refuse to let you go. Hello, I'm Dr. Joyce Brothers. We're talking with Tom Arnold about marital problems.
Oh, man. Well, let me ask you about something sort of serious, because I mean, I know both you guys, and I know you, you know, you're excitable people, let's say. But when I read the stuff about hitting and being battered, I think everybody's concerned about. Now, Rosie seems to have said no, that didn't happen, or you want to explain any of that, or did you ever hit her?
There were a lot. No, I've never hit Rosie. Never hit Rosie.
Because Rosie's pretty tough.
Yeah, she is. She is.
I can't imagine her.
I've wanted to, but I have never. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I read the charges, and my lawyer said first, he said, you know what, they're always in a divorce, there's this first salvo, and he says, I've read the charges, and you're going to be very upset, but just don't pay attention to it, because, and so I read it, and, it said, these horrible things about me, and that were completely untrue, and, I was devastated. I mean, this is a woman that, I just could not figure out, no matter how mad she got at me for whatever, why she would ever say anything like this about me.
Yeah.
So it was very confusing, and eventually, and I talked to her on Tuesday. She called me, and I said, this is I don't even know if I can talk to you because this is so heinous. And she said, well, what does it say? I said, well, it says that you had a battered wife syndrome, et cetera. And she said, I didn't say any of that stuff. And I said, well, and she said, my lawyer gave me something and I just signed it and I was real upset. And I said, well, this is serious because everybody, it's out in the press and my family has read it and it's hurt my grandma's feelings and it's kind of hurting my feelings, and the kids have read it and the kids are upset about it. I said, you've got to make this right somehow. She said, I will, and then she had her statement yesterday and stuff, but still, it's a little scary that, I mean, to go that far. It shows you how close love and hate are, I think, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we do jokes about you two guys, I mean, I think, I know you both, and a lot of people think, I think you really do care for her, and I think you do love each other, and she certainly loves you, and I like to think, well, maybe with all the craziness that goes on, that's why I read the thing about the hitting, I went, geez, man, that's...
Yeah, that was, it was,
like, what do you say to people that say this is just a publicity stunt? I mean, because the press, I mean, you guys, are known for being in the press every couple of months for something, and a few of the TV critics think, oh, this is just another thing just because it...
Well, obviously, it's not, I mean, this is a very sad and horrible thing. And it's not a publicity stunt. And unfortunately, we do live our lives in the media. And when Rosie filed this, she made sure that it was public, And I think she felt that she wanted to make sure that this thing was over.
Yeah.
And
well,
that's...
How about all your stuff, like when you back to your house?
Well, when I went back, obviously we've talked since then, and we're trying, we met with a rabbi, and and it was nice there, and it was good.
Rabbi, you need Henry Kissinger. You don't need a rabbi.
Well, he's good. But I went back. We talked and we've spent some time together this week. And I went back to the house for the first time today. And it's so weird. On the way to the house, she called me in the car and said, "Honey, listen, I did something else. I think you're going to be mad about this." And I said, "Well, how bad could it be?" And she said, "I've destroyed all your clothes. They're all in the pool." And I said, and I thought she, and I go, my suits? Yeah, your suits, your tuxes. So everything, in one day, everything that you could have told that I lived in that house was in the pool.
It's in the pool.
Pictures and stuff. And, it was really weird to...
Well, let me ask you another thing, because a lot of people think this was predicated on that, the three-way marriage thing. Now, was that a prank? Was that for real? I mean, I know you guys, and I still don't know.
Right. Well,
is it a prank?
No. Well, I'll tell you what happened. Last fall, I was away doing a movie, and Kim Silva, who is the woman in question, who runs our production company and still does, and Rosie spent a lot of time together. They came out to visit me in Washington, D.C. one day, and they like to dress alike, and they're buddies. I guess women do that. And so they said, you know what, Kim's friends had all been getting married back in New Jersey, and she was kind of sad, And she says, you know what, Kim's going to marry us, Tom. We're going to marry Kim, so we're going to bring her parents out. We're going to have a wedding, and then it'll be fun for her. And I said, that's bad, honey. That'll be bad. And people will not understand that. And she said, I can do what I want,
I thought it was your idea. I thought most people thought it was
my idea. I mean, how stupid am I, Jay? I mean, come on. Yeah, I couldn't even pretend like I liked it. Let's be honest.
No, I mean, I think most people thought it was your idea.
Well, no.
Oh, it wasn't your idea?
There is no way. There is no way. And the thing with Kim too, a lot of people, you have a woman, and Kim's younger, and a lot of people, they like to start rumors and stuff. But the first person when Rosie came back, the first person she calls is Kim.
So Kim is back now.
Kim is.
Because I heard she threw her out.
No, Kim. First of all, I was never fired for the Roseanne show. That was
Oh, okay.
my credit cards were never cut up.
No, see, it said in the paper your credit cards are cut up.
Well, how do you do that? I mean, you know, the worst case scenario, I do work about 5 jobs.
You know, I'd rather have my credit cards than all my stuff thrown to the pool.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But, you know, there's just, you know what, the relationship, and it's so weird to talk about this on national television, but we need to, the relationship needs to work, to work, and individually.
So where's Roseanne now?
Rosie is out of town, and she is, you know, working on herself right now.
Now, I read, first of all, I read she was in France.
Right.
Then I read she was blonde, and she had a French accent. That was in the paper. Then I read she was camping in the Sequoias.
Yeah. Well, she went, she is blonde now.
She's blonde?
So, yeah, it's sort of blonde. I think it's blonde. Yeah, it's blonde. And, you know, she wanted to, she dyed her hair one day. She didn't even tell me. And it was a day before we shot the last show, so, you know, all of a sudden, Roseanne Connor is blonde, so we had to, you know, put a wig on her and everything. But she did go camping for a few days, I guess, and got away from it when this thing first got filed and had no idea what was going on with it.
So when do you see her next?
Well, tomorrow night.
Oh, you're going to be together tomorrow night? Are you guys taking some time off to get together?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I shut my show down for a week, and I'm going to go see her tomorrow night.
And you got to run now? So you're going off?
I'm going to go back and shoot my next episode.
Okay, and then
shooting
tomorrow you're going to see her?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Will you come visit us during the next crisis?
Yeah, I hope there's never another one.
All right, well, I hope you get it all straightened out.
And I want to say, too, thank you. I mean, there's been a lot of people have been so great, and I know a lot of people care about us, and a lot of people love Rosie, and I you know, she's taking care of herself. Thank you very much, and I love you guys too. And I just want to say thanks, and thanks to you, Jay.
And thank you for the monologue material. I could not have gotten through
I know.
Thank you, Tom Arnold. Thanks, Tom. Be right back right after
Are your friends car guys? Car guys talk horsepower. They talk acceleration. They talk big fat tires. Now why not invite your pals over and give them something to really talk about? Introducing the four-wheel drive Passport from Honda.
Imagine a Disneyland the size of San Francisco that takes you beyond Magic Kingdoms to new worlds like Epcot 94, the ultimate World's Fair.
Car guys talk horsepower. They talk acceleration. They talk big fat tires. Now why not invite your pals over and give them something to really talk about? Introducing the four-wheel drive Passport from Honda.
Imagine a Disneyland the size of San Francisco that takes you beyond Magic Kingdoms to new worlds like Epcot 94, the ultimate World's Fair of tomorrow. Imagine a one-of-a-kind journey into the latest vision of the future, or traveling the world on a fabulous tour of sights, sounds, and sumptuous cuisine. Epcot 94, one of the most exciting experiences of the greatest vacation imaginable, Walt Disney World.
C&R guarantees to beat anyone else's price, so we give you the item free. So if you still buy your suit elsewhere, here's a hat to match. C&R, the lowest price guaranteed.
Wix 36-hour sale. It's on now. No monthly payments and no interest charges for one whole year. Wix. Fine furniture, warehouse prices.
Aaron Brothers announces the 20 to 50% off sale, with 20 to 50% off every item in the store.
And soon, this could be your big break in art.
Tonight on Conan Show. Looks like a full moon.
Oh, it's the streaker!
Oh, my God. And former mayor of New York City, Ed Koch, thinks he can do a better job than this guy.
I can do a better streaking job than your first week.
Ed, I think you better stick to, yeah. Well, just watch Conan tonight.
Hi from Snapple. We got a letter here from Dirk MacGyver. Your iced tea is the best I have ever tasted. I am not lying when I say this. We'll see about that.
I've been a polygraph examiner for 10 years, and I would definitely know if he was not telling us the truth. Do you intend to lie to me today about Snapple? No.
Did you tell the truth in your letter?
Yes.
Is Snapple the best iced tea you ever had?
Yes. Well, Dirk, I guess you really do like Snapple iced tea.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
To give you the most effective toothpaste possible, we've made a lot of innovations to Crest. Now there's a new innovation that helps needy kids, the Crest Care Certificate. For everyone you send in, Crest will give 50 cents to the Caring Program for Children to help pay for medical and dental benefits. So look for Crest at Lucky and help make a big change in a child's life. Crest, the dentist's choice is the caring choice. Now at Lucky.
When we introduced the Dodge National Minivan Sale, we knew people would like getting great option discounts on the minivan that already exceeds 1998 car safety requirements, just like they've always enjoyed air at no extra charge with the Caravan Family Value Package. But when people hear that their savings can total $2,600, well, we're taking appropriate measures. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
Is your boss watching you? Thursday at 11.
Alrighty, my next guest is a very funny comedian. She performs regularly at the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store here in Los Angeles. Please welcome Carol Siskin.
Thank you. I'm so relieved they're going to work things out. Really, my life is so boring after listening to Tom, but it's okay. It's okay. All I have to deal with are earthquakes. You may be tired of hearing about it, but I have to tell you something. That earthquake changed my life. Do you know what I used to do before the earthquake? I used to get undressed to go to bed. Really, not anymore. Now I'm trying on outfits at midnight. Really, I want to look nice for my neighbors when they see me outside at 3 in the morning. Guys, you think it's hard walking in heels? Try sleeping in them. We got our freeway back, the major freeway in LA. Incredible, really. They did it so fast. And if you don't live here, you don't realize how traumatic it is for us to lose a road like that. Of course, we had our own people who were in denial about it, like the woman who drove off the freeway. She drove past every cone, every barrier, drove 40 feet off the freeway. She was going home the same way, come hell or high water. So the freeway's open, and I still shouldn't be driving. I am too hostile to be on the road. I don't know about you. I found myself racing people I don't know to destinations I had no intention of going to. I'll pass my exit just to beat them. Really, I'll get home 3 hours late, but who cares? I won. Oh, it's sick. It is so sick. How can you hate the back of somebody's head? Is this a mature response? I'm a grown woman. I hate him. I can't see him, but I hate him. He's a jerk. Look at his neck. He's an idiot. Check out his skull. We're all so angry, so much anger. I was reading something interesting, that underneath anger is fear. And you're only born with 2 fears. Do you know this? The fear of falling and the fear of loud noises? That's all you're born with, falling and loud noises. To think a kid comes into this world already afraid of Jerry Lewis. There's a lot to be afraid of. Come on, we live in times of crisis. There's crime everywhere that affects every aspect of our society. Affects the economy, especially for women. In these days, ladies, what do you spend your money on? Perfume or mace? I want them to like me, but not too much. Do I feel like attracting or repelling this evening? And we have a lot more women buying guns, and I can see wanting to defend yourself, but Americans are so wasteful. Gals, there must be an epilady in your house you only used once. Stop or I'll yank every hair out of your body. You know, They never marketed that thing properly. They should have said, turn a big burly creep into a hairless chihuahua. Now you have a product. So the money thing, that's, boy, the money thing. You have any? It's still bad, isn't it? And I am being good. I'm staying out of stores. I'm using soap till I can flick it down the drain. You should see me taking the last shower with this baby. It's pathetic. Oh, it's like I'm washing with a contact lens. We've always had a weird thing in my family about money. My dad's always slipping me a couple of bucks when he sees me. I mean, a couple of bucks. It's not very exciting, but he's always done this since I was a kid, and it's sweet. It is, the couple of bucks. And also incredible to me now with that training that I never became a hooker. Problem is, I want everything I see in the stores, and it's got to be a remote control. Do you remember when we used to have to stand up, walk over to the television to make a decision? Am I dating myself? I don't know. I'm so lazy at this point, I'll search for my remote for 6 hours. Rather than lean over 2 inches to turn that set off. Anyway, thank you.
Very funny. How you doing? A lot of stress? Thanks. You find yourself stressed
well, just
out?
Watching Tom, you know.
Yeah, I know, he just gets very nervous.
I like the idea of that three-way marriage, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, well, I'm single. You know, I've only been considering single guys. You know, if I could date married couples, it would open up the field for me.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So, you know.
That's not bad. Are you still smoking? You still,
No.
Oh, you quit?
I'm good.
Oh, good for
and you know, I'm glad you asked, because I have friends, people who know me really well, who say to me now, I didn't know you smoked. I was up to 3 packs a day, 2 packs a day. I had smoke coming out of every pocket, what did they think? I was condensing? Like I was standing in London? What did they think was the actual problem?
Would you save a lot of dough? So cigarettes are expensive. Do you?
They're expensive, so I spend money on relationships.
Oh.
Well, manicures, pedicures, you know, haircuts, but then I say, how can you put a price on heartbreak? Oh, that's not good, is it?
Oh.
So the money thing. I was going to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't make money. I was there with my parents. You had to see that. I was gambling with my mom next to a slot machine.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to see this moment of mother-daughter bonding when I realized my mother would kill me for a quarter.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. They get that. They get the black hand.
I reached into her cup. She called security to have me taken off the floor. Anyway.
Very funny. All right, Carol Siskin. Be right back with Louis Gossett Jr. right after this. Hey, folks. The Golden List. Some of the people coming up in the next week or so. Dan Aykroyd, Andy McDowell, Gerard Depardieu. I love saying that name. It's just a fun name to say. Depardieu. Sounds like that stuff you used to put in your hair in the 50s. I use that Depardieu. Winona, good name also. I like that. Winona Depardieu. That would be a good couple. From Philadelphia, Philly. Lenny Dykstra will be here. Will Smith, Lauren Hutton. Hey, and Dana Carvey. Oh, that's great. Dana Carvey will be here, too. Okay, be right back. Louis Gossett Jr. right after this. Be right back. My next guest is a Oscar-winning actor who's starring in the NBC movie Ray Alexander, A Taste for Justice, which airs May 13th at 9 o'clock. Do you know him?
No.
Oh, he's a great guy. He does a lot of good work, too.
I know him.
Louis Gossett Jr. Good to see you.
Pretty nice.
You know, you remind me of my grandfather. I mean in a good way. Not because you're older guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, son.
No. Because you're doing something like my grandfather. My grandfather would talk to the tomato plants, and I saw you having a lovely conversation with some of our ferns.
Yeah, well, there's a fern. I talked to there was a fern in the dressing room.
Yeah,
I said he didn't know you.
No. Well,
you better come in and say hello.
One of the older ferns.
Yeah, that's one of the older ferns. Yeah.
But you do that. Yeah,
he said he remembered Johnny Carson, but he didn't remember you, so you better go in there and talk to him.
He's a fern. It takes a while for him to get hit from all sides tonight. Do you find that helps? You're a gardener, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was, I have a house in Malibu, and it's where the greenery is. It doesn't burn. And And there's a lot of plants there, and I have fruit trees and stuff like that. And there's plum trees every summer. Somebody said, talk to them. I said, come on, I come from New York. You don't talk to plants. But I talked to them. And sure enough, the fruit trees just blossom. This beautiful, gorgeous purple. You ever take a fruit straight from a tree that's ripe, you know what I'm talking about. It makes your mouth water. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So I talked to all the trees, and the trees are just blossoming, blooming and stuff.
Well, see, actually, I read a scientific explanation for that.
What is it?
It said the vibrations, like if you play soft music, the vibrations do something or something.
Yeah. I said, how you doing, pal? You know, if you don't give me any plums, I'm going to kick you in the trunk.
Yeah, just slap around.
You get on there, go boom, right on top of the head, you know.
Now, I read something interesting, too, about you. We had a gentleman on the other day, 108 years old, fascinating guy, but he's like a kid
stuff.
compared to you.
That's light stuff. You know, when I come from Brooklyn by way of Georgia, and see, the plan in the family was all the young people take, this is back in the you know, the 40s and the 50s, all the young people are raised by the older women of the family, you know? So that the younger people, my mother and father and my cousins, they could go and get a job, sometimes 2 and 3 jobs a day. So porters and domestics and chauffeurs, etc. That was what was available to us at the time. Thank God it's changed. Anyway, the children were raised by all the old women, and the matriarch of the family was my great-grandmother, Grandma Ray. And when she passed away, according to the Bible, she was approximately 117 years old.
Really?
Kidding.
Yeah, approximately.
Well, that's fascinating.
And the only reason why I figured it was approximately because the Bible started once slavery was over, and she remembers the Bible being started. And so when the youngest of my cousins finally grew up and got married and moved to Long Island, she says, I have a cold. I'm going to go to bed. And she never woke up.
That's the way to
go. As simple as that. Grandma.
But you know, that's the one thing I sort of miss about living in California. I do see it in the Latino community.
Oh, yeah,
Old people in the house. Like when I was a kid growing up, you went to Grandma's house on Sunday, whether you wanted to or not.
Right.
I mean, that was, you went there, you went to church, and then there was meatballs at Grandma's.
Yeah.
But you always did something. And out here, like,
it's
people don't,
so far away.
There are no grandmas. You don't see them.
I think, and you probably agree with me. I think that if we talk about, if we can point to possible problem with the children now, is that we don't have that family unit, and not just the immediate family unit.
Well, see, that was a good thing. You could always go, when you were fighting with your dad, you could always go to Grandpa, and he'd slip you $2.
Right.
You know, there was always that, you know, that mediator.
Yeah, I was raised in that kind of neighborhood, you know. I was raised in a neighborhood where they had sentinels. They didn't have a fax machine, but they had sentinels, and there was an old lady sitting in the windows watching the kids play. And if you did something wrong, faster than a fax machine, your parents would find out about it.
Now, what did your dad do? Your dad was not in the theater, was he? Was he an actor?
I marveled at my father because every year I had great clothes. He had brand new suits, double-breasted. I wish I brought a picture. And a brand new Cadillac every year. Yet he ran the paper route, and he was kind of a porter at the Brooklyn Union Gas Company. Later on, he ran the billing department. And it wasn't until after he passed away that I realized that he was running the numbers. He had a big roll of money there. I was proud of him because he was surviving, and if it wasn't for him working that hard, I probably wouldn't be sitting here.
Now, did he live to see you become a success?
He lived until Skin Game. And
that was a great movie. Yeah.
I did a thing called Lost in the Stars, a tearjerker. And it was him and his father that was sitting out there, and I died. And you could hear all the prisoners and all the people, except for 2, Yeah. That's my son, right?
But I saw you at something. Besides, I used to, you know, I love watching all the crappy shows. I saw you on a Mod Squad. I saw you on a Rookies.
Yeah.
Right on, my brother.
Right on, right on.
And then I saw you in, the best. The best. You don't even remember this one.
I think I do.
Chuck Connors, a show called Cowboys in Africa.
Cowboy in Africa. Now that's paradox, right? So here I am, just coming out of the Zulu and the Zeta off Broadway, starring in the Zulu and the Zeta, and they gave me this beautiful guest lead role on Cowboy in Africa, and these cowboys were there to teach us about animal husbandry. And there was a plague happening to the cattle, and I'm the chief of the district, and I had a 3-page monologue to do. And I practiced that monologue, authentic accent, everything. Checked the map, where that accent comes from, okay. And I got out there, and it was about 70 degrees, and, you know, I had this outfit on, you know, this kind of a long robe, open at the sides, tied with a metal belt and metal jewelry on the arms. Oh, man, I was looking good, you know. By the time we shot the scene, it was 22 degrees. And I got goose pimples all over the place, and I said, I'm going to do this once, and I'm going to go back in the dressing room. So I got about 2.5 pages into the thing, and Chuck says, cut, it's too cold out here. I said, my man, I'm going to go get me a robe, and he's going to get him a coat. So he went inside and got an alpaca coat and a scarf and a hat and gloves, and he got back on the stage and says, okay, roll him. I said, well, wait a minute. I come from here. Don't you think I should dress warm? You know, I mean, he's dressed warm. And the director said, action.
Oh, that's it.
So I did it in one take and went back in the dressing room.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about the studio. Is this like a Columbo kind of gig?
This is kind of like Columbo. I've got the top writer and Dean and...
detective you play, right?
A private investigator.
Okay.
And the backstory is he's one of the black activists from college, and he got falsely accused of killing a policeman, which he didn't do. And this hotshot lawyer comes and saves him. And he does PI work, saves up money, but what he really wants to do is open a restaurant. And he opens up this restaurant called Ray's Backyard Cafe.
And all the dough from his job was in the restaurant.
You got that right.
Oh, great. And this will be on May 13th.
May 13th, guys.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Louis, it's always good to see you, sir. Thank you. Louis Gossett Jr. Be right back.
Accommodations furnished by the Universal City Hilton and Towers, located within steps of the studios near Hollywood and Los Angeles. Hilton, so nice to come home to.
I want to thank my guest, Louis Gossett Jr. Thank you, sir.
Hi, Sachi. Hi, Sharon.
Of course, Carol Siskin. Thank you, Carol. Tom Arnold, have a safe trip tomorrow to see Roseanne, and Robert Hurst. Thanks for sitting in. Have a good weekend, folks. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
This week, Nirvana, and Charles Barkley takes on Barney.
I guess Cleopatra isn't the only queen of denial.
Writes Kushnick plotted to oust Johnny Carson as The Tonight Show host by planting false news items regarding Carson's departure.
The author had a pre-publication interview with Helen. He sat across the table from her and discussed the book and never once mentioned any of these specific allegations or events that he was going to portray in the book.
Neither Carter nor his publisher have been served court papers. Carter told E! News he has 100% confidence in his reporting, and his book paints an accurate picture of Kushnick. Figuring out his next move following this week's announcement, he'll leave his late-night talk show. Mark Bailey takes a look at what killed the night thing and what may be next for its host.
I think so many people did try to compete against Johnny. And when I came into the situation, I said, wait a minute, what are the people who don't watch Johnny watching? So I created, like, I guess, alternative programming is what they technically call it. I call it The Other People Have No Show.
There's no question Arsenio Hall appeals to a younger, hipper audience. But it's been increasingly difficult for those fans to find him. Competition from the other late-night talkers has pushed Hall into increasingly less attractive time slots. The bottom line...
Ratings. The ratings have gone down over the last 4 years, and they just had he had a jump before they pushed him.
A steady ratings decline from a strong 3.9 in 1990 to a low of 2.1 in 1994 ultimately led to Hall's decision to bow out. In a statement, he says, Paramount's proposals for a 7th year and a new contract, combined with my love affair for this vehicle and my late-night team, made this the most complicated decision of my life. But everything must change, and it's time. But before you shed a tear for Arsenio...
He made so much money in his heyday there. At one point, when the ratings were at the peak, he was supposedly making $50 million a year. So I don't think he's going to be running for bankruptcy court anytime soon.
Arsenio still has a development deal here at Paramount. He may do movies, TV specials, perhaps even another regular TV show. But for now, the only thing that's really certain is that there will be a rush of new hopefuls trying to capture the late-night viewers that Arsenio leaves behind. In Los Angeles, I'm Mark Bailey for E! Newsweek in Review.
One name being mentioned as a possible replacement for Hall, MTV's Jon Stewart, host of a midnight talk show on the Music Channel. A familiar face who will be returning to television is James Garner. He'll reprise his role as Jim Rockford in The Rockford Files. The actor is expected to star in 6 two-hour movies. Many of his co-stars are also expected to return. Garner had a legal dispute with Universal Television over profits from the series. They settled out of court. He's currently starring in the film Maverick with Mel Gibson and Jodie Foster. The Rockford Files originally ran on NBC from 1974 to 1980, but the new movies will air on CBS. The skipper, Marianne, and the others will once again be stranded on Gilligan's Island. Turner Pictures is teaming with producer Sherwood Schwartz on a feature film version of the vintage TV series. Schwartz created, wrote, and produced the original show. Shooting won't start until 1995. One possible casting choice, Chris Farley of Saturday Night Live, is being mentioned as a candidate to play the skipper.
The verdict is in. After 8 years, one of television's most honored series is defending its last case. Linda Moore reports on the end of LA Law.
LA Law began in 1986 and has since become one of the most popular and most honored series in television history. The drama about a law firm full of ambitious yuppie attorneys in many ways epitomized the spirit of the 1980s. But the show didn't do so well in the 90s, criticized for losing its touch, losing ratings, along with many cast members. Some were fired, some quit. Alan Rosenberg was brought on the show last year.
I'm sad about it. Not distraught. It wasn't totally unexpected, but sad, partly because I'm out of a job, but also partly almost as a fan of the show.
My greatest satisfaction is to have been a part of a show that has had aspects of comedy, aspects of drama, and successfully touched people and entertained people.
But now it is time to look ahead.
You know, actors love different characters. They love new challenges. If you get stagnant, perhaps you become less creative. So I think, along with the sadness, everybody's kind of excited.
What will happen in the final episode is a secret, but this may not be case closed for good. A 2-hour TV movie is in the works. In Los Angeles, I'm Linda Moore for E! News Week in Review.
The last episode of LA Law airs May 19th. Still to come on E! News Week in Review, a bittersweet birthday for one of the great movie composers.
And later on, how your favorite movies might have looked had movie makers gotten their first choices for leading men and women.
I'm David Adelson. Kurt Cobain may be gone, but his fans aren't. We'll tell you about their shopping spree coming up on Music News.
Okay, you only have one life to live, right? But let's just say you had a guiding light for all the days of your life until your world stopped turning.
It's Pure Soap. Join Shelley Taylor Morgan, your host, with all the latest news on the world of soaps. Along with some very special guests on the set and behind the scenes.
Live.
Every day. Pure Soap. Live Monday through Friday, 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific. Only on E!, the entertainment authority.
Maybe if it were another world, everybody could learn to be really loving.
We're right in your home, aren't we? We're right in your home. Hi. Welcome to the show.
The Original Day, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, every night in prime time on E! Entertainment Television.
Common courtesy. It's coming back. Take collect calls. Instead of 0, now you can dial 1-800-COLLECT. Save the people you call up to 44%. Question, who is the fossil that is still going to dial 0? Hey, dude, I could have saved you some cash on this call, but what do I care? We're getting the band back together. Hey, Slick, you could have spoken for a lot less by dialing 1-800-COLLECT.
Even to Seattle? Thanks, phone dude.
If there were to be a key word for Robert Ward, the word would be eclectic. In his time, he has been everything from a musician to a welfare worker to an English professor and a writer and producer for Hill Street Blues and Miami Vice. He has also produced 6 novels. The newest is called The Cactus Garden, a thriller about smuggling drugs and the Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA. Bob, thanks for coming in and welcome to our program.
Glad to be here.
Let me ask you about the research that you had to do for the newest book, hanging out with the DEA guys and watching the drug kings operate. Where'd you have to go and what'd you have to do?
Oh, they took me everywhere. They were such great guys. And
again, if you're ever writing anything, the thing to do is to go to the guys who know how to do it.
That's correct, yeah.
And I was surprised what they let me do. They took me at one point to a tunnel that was 60 feet below the earth. It ran from Tijuana to, supposedly, from one warehouse in Tijuana to another warehouse in San Diego. But the guys came up about 100 yards early. Oh. And
hello.
Yeah,
hello.
Exactly.
Si, senor.
Exactly. The border guard says those ain't groundhogs. And bang, these guys were busted. I went down in this thing, and I expected it to be, you know, it was kind of crummy and all. It was unbelievable. They had post and beam construction, air conditioning.
Really?
Everything but a sushi bar was down there. And it was stunning. They also took me to a city down in sort of the mid-Mexico. This is where the title of the book came from. And we were sitting down in there. There were these guys who were sitting around with their beepers in this weird little club. And there were about 6 guys. All these guys were heavy into the Mexican drug business. And they all had cell phones, which went off every 2 seconds. So you hear this beep, 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 and you could hardly tell which one was going on. So the guy, you know, one guy would say, "Is that yours? No, that's mine. No, that's yours." And they would have this. It was almost comical.
And are these guys all Hispanics? Are they all?
Almost everybody.
Okay. And who are you with when you're watching all this?
I'm with a DEA agent, and they know he's a DEA agent. So they're like joking. So they hand the cell phone.
Wait. There's a DEA agent watching this go on.
For as close as I am to you.
Yeah, and what the DEA is supposed to do is stop drugs from coming into the country, right?
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't they arrest these guys?
Well, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, they can't prove it.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
so now there must be kind of a code going on the phone.
Exactly. So they hand the thing back to a guy behind them who they don't talk because these guys are too big to talk. So their guy talks for them. So each one of them had a guy behind them. And the guy behind them would literally sort of half Spanish, half English, looking over at us, say things like, yeah, the furniture will be coming in at about 2. The furniture, patio furniture. And then you cut to these guys, and they're going, the patio, you know. And I said, this is unbelievable. And he said, well, you know, we're keeping an eye on them. This is not all we're doing, obviously. So at one point he said, I just hope things don't get out of hand. He said, there was a guy that came down about a year ago. Things got a little shaky. I said, like, shaky? You know, what do you mean shaky?
Yeah,
he
right.
said, well, there was a guy, he came down here, and he was like with some, you know, outfit in journalism in Seattle. And he said, these guys usually don't mess with DA guys because if they do, they'll get, you know, a lot of heat put on them. But one guy was a little nuts on his own product, and he took these guys out and shot them both right in the kitchen.
Geez, so this is dangerous, huh?
Killed them and
could be dangerous.
Chopped them up and put them in a cactus garden. And that's the
oh, that's how the book got its name.
Yeah, yeah. I said, so that could happen, huh? Can't we, like, don't we have somewhere else we could, aren't we wanted somewhere else?
Now, in this book, there is a scene in which a torture is done to a person.
I knew you were...
And I'm just guessing here, that this is based on reality, that these guys can really play rough, right?
Oh, yeah.
The drug lords.
Oh, yeah. I called a friend of mine at the DEA, who's Ralph Lockridge, who's a DEA information officer, who's a wonderful guy. And I said, I need to know about torture because I have to write this scene. I don't know much about it. I don't want to fake it. And he said...
Well, I mean, we know the pins underneath the fingernails,
yeah,
you know, okay, and that, but yeah.
Well, I said, I don't want to do something I've seen before, you know, and we've seen that, you know?
Right.
So he
or
said...
in Clockwork Orange, the hose up, yeah. Who can ever forget, you know?
Yeah. Those great moments in cinema.
Yes, sir. Doesn't that feel better, sir? Thank you.
So he says to me, you got to talk to a certain guy, and he gives me the number. And I call the guy, and the guy says, oh, you want to talk about torture? Ooh. Yeah, and I went, well, maybe I don't. No, he said, so he says, meet me in a certain place, and I go down, and it's this weird Chinese restaurant in Van Nuys, and it's the strangest place, and the smell of, like, grease is so heavy when you walk in there, you practically gag, and we sit down, we're trying to eat this hideous egg roll, and the guy came, and he had this little card, very minute card, and he had written in this unbelievably, wonderfully legible handwriting, tortures from 1 to 10. And we're eating, and he's describing them, you know, as if you might describe.
Well, like, what are some?
Oh, now, well, one was, what was one? One wasn't good enough. The one I used was, in the book, one of their favorite ones, if a guy won't talk, it's very inventive. I mean, they don't really need many props. They take him, they strap him to a table, and they get a 40-ounce bottle of soda, shake it up real good, put stuff in his mouth so he can't spit it out, and then just fizz it into his nose. and then they tell him to talk. If he doesn't talk, he drowns.
Wow.
In soda, which is really, there's a lack of dignity there.
I'd like to buy the world of...
So that was only number 3, though, Tom.
We are talking tonight with Robert Ward. His newest book is called The Cactus Garden, which is out now in hardcover. Fertilizer for the cactus garden. Aye, aye, aye. The toll-free is up and running. We'll be right back with Robert and you on the line as time permits after these messages.
Dave has a dilemma. What to put on Wendy's new bacon cheeseburger?
Dave, something mild. Play it safe. Come on, don't be a wimp. Give it some zing. Oh, no, Gouda would be nice. Spice it up. How about pepper jack? Oh, my.
Well, Dave started cooking. A quarter pound of fresh beef, 3 strips of bacon, the perfect sauce, and a slice of pepper jack cheese for a bacon cheeseburger that's really spicy.
Oh, Dave, be careful. Mind your own business. Attaboy.
Wendy's new pepper jack bacon cheeseburger.
Gotta be the cheese.
These days, it seems we have more and more on our minds, which means we have more and more to forget about. Hey, we could all use a car like Chevy Cavalier. If you're low on oil, it reminds you. If you leave your dome light on, it remembers to turn it off. Heck, even if you forget to lock your doors, you're still protected by its theft deterrent system. We've all got enough on our minds. We need a car we can trust and forget about. That's genuine Chevrolet.
Jake's having relationship problems.
Tell me what you feel. Claustrophobic, airless, suffocating.
And commitment problems.
Want me to move in with you? Yes. Not now, someday, later on in the future.
His life is a shambles.
She loves you. She's been seeing another man. You're such a bad judge of character.
Alan Alda and an all-star cast.
I happen to love women. Make up your mind, Jake. I can't take any more of this.
A world premiere movie. Neil Simon's Jake's Women. Sunday.
If you like classic rock music, you might be feeling like your favorite radio station isn't what it used to be. Try the radio station that plays the best rock and roll of the 60s, 70s, and 80s with almost no talk. Arrow 93 FM. It's how we started, and it's how we'll stay. All music, all rock and roll oldies. We're the Arrow, 93.1 FM.
With Robert Ward, the author of The Cactus Garden and 5 other novels, here's Brian on the toll-free in Elmhurst, Illinois. Hi, welcome to CBS, Brian.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good to be here.
Thank you. Was there a reason that you were here?
Mr. Ward, I was going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Being that you have been a part of both NYPD, or pardon me, Hill Street Blues and also Miami Vice. Do you see any comparisons of those 2 shows and NYPD Blue, probably the newest television drama about police?
Well, Dave Milch, who was running Hill Street, is one of the prime creators of NYPD Blue. So sure, there's a lot of similarities, and even the Dennis Franz, of course, was on both shows. I wrote a lot of Dennis's stuff on Hill Street. And I think they've done a great job in using that kind of format, but also distinguishing. NYPD Blue is its own show. It's not, I don't think it was a copy of Hill Street at all, but obviously it was influenced by it. Everything has been influenced by Hill Street.
Remember Hill Street Blues in the beginning? How tough it was to find an audience for that program? Yeah. And critics raved about this show, and I think what happened, I might be wrong, is a lot of us all of a sudden said, we ought to be watching this show. People started feeling a little bit guilty for not watching it, and then it caught.
That's right, and also because it was the first show to have people walking in front of the stars and talking, and people didn't understand what they were seeing. They were going, well, this thing is like a mess. Yeah. And I remember when I first watched it, I thought, what's going on? The stars talking, some guys walking in front of them. Pretty soon you understood that was what it was about.
Right. It was reality. It was the way it really was. Yeah. Good point.
Being younger, I always preferred Miami Vice. It was more of an action, rough and tough, shoot 'em up type of show. That's what I preferred being a younger person at the time. But now I notice that NYPD Blue has its sophistication, and it's one heck of a lot better show actually when you stop to think about it.
Well, Vice was an action show, and it was fun to do. The fun was that you could literally think of anything and you could do it, because we had a big enough budget to do it, and the guys were great at doing it.
Yeah. And Tom?
Yes, sir.
I just have a question for you, if that's okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you happen to remember what you were doing October 31st, 1979?
No, as a matter of fact, I don't.
You don't? Oh, well. Do you remember the interview you had with Kiss?
Oh, sure.
Well, they're back, or at least there's going to be some type of reunion.
No, I saw them. I saw them at the Emmys the other night in full battle array, and they looked fantastic.
Well, going around the circles of Kiss fans, I am one. They would like to have you interview them again, as far as I know. If there's any way
that should not be a problem. I can set that in motion first thing Monday morning.
Hey, that'll be great.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey, thanks for letting me call.
Okay, bye-bye now.
All right, take care, Tom.
Let me ask you here, you mentioned Dennis Franz, who has done notable work on NYPD Blue and did as well for Hill Street Blues.
Right.
As you work with him, how much easier does it get to write for him? You must just live in his head all of a sudden.
Yeah, and he's a guy who can deliver almost any kind of line with a spin on it, you know?
Yeah.
And he's got tremendous breadth as an actor as well as depth. He can be funny, he can be quick, he can be serious. And he has a great sense of humor. So you can write that stuff and feel good that it's going to be delivered right. I mean, some guys, if you write something funny, you know how that can go. I mean, they just can't deliver it. But he can deliver almost anything. So you have to be careful.
Yes, you do. Some nights delivery is a very tough thing. Sometimes it's hard saying words like forklift.
Oh.
We will continue with Robert Ward, author of The Cactus Garden, and you on the toll-free, as time permits, right after this break.
Honey, look, it's her. That lady from the Sprint commercial's about 10 cents a minute.
Hi, how are you? I just love your dime a minute rate. Oh, isn't that nice? Me too. It's good anywhere in the country. And now I hear you can call all the way to Canada for a dime.
Canada? Really? Oh, look at that. Special on paper towels.
Dime to Canada? That's bigger news than anything you'll find in there.
This? Oh, this isn't mine.
Call now to get 10 cents a minute across the U.S. and now even to Canada.
On America's Night of Television, a daughter falls in with the wrong crowd.
Don't you trust me? You weren't with Becky.
How far will she go to fit in? Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, then an addicted cop.
You need help.
Puts an angel in the line of fire.
Upside down, upside down.
Touched by an angel. And Walker finds his parents' killer.
String him up.
But nobody hangs Chuck Norris out to dry.
You want some water?
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Don't mind if I do.
All on CBS Saturday.
Some days I get these really pounding headaches. I used to take Tylenol, but it didn't always get rid of all the pain. So I've been using Advil for a while now. I found that on my tough headaches, 2 Advil work better than 2 extra-strength Tylenol tablets, better than Tylenol gel caps. And you know, nothing's been proven to last longer than Advil. For my tough headaches, Advil just works better.
And now, introducing new Advil gel caplets. One more advance for Advil. Advanced medicine for pain.
Yes, another morning, another trek to the office. But in the new Mercedes E-Class, you're in one of the safest cars on the road. You're inside a protective cage with front airbags and, get this, side airbags. Heaven knows there are animals on these roads.
Your toothbrush is fighting a never-ending battle against bacteria. But add a new cavity-fighting toothpaste from Listerine, and you've got a powerful germ-killing weapon. Introducing Cool Mint Listerine Fluoride Toothpaste with Listerine ingredients. It kills the germs that cause plaque for a clean feeling that goes beyond brushing. Turn your toothbrush into a lethal weapon. Cool Mint Listerine Toothpaste, the power of prevention.
What's the secret to a happy, healthy cat? It's Whiskas, and the more than 40 key nutrients in every serving. What's the secret? The secret is Whiskas. And you?
The story of Denison's, the stand-up chili. We start from Maybelle Denison's original homemade recipe to bring you a chili so thick and hearty you can stand a fork in it. Denison's, the stand-up chili.
Let me ask you here about life on the book tour. I've asked other authors about this. When you go out and you sing for your supper, literally.
Oh, yeah. I've had some really bizarre experiences.
Such as?
Well, I was stuck once in St. Louis, I think it was. It was someplace in the Midwest, and it was snowing, you know. So they put me in there to talk to like 500 librarians, right? So I go in, and I'm at a motel. I'm strange. It was like a motel that looked like a trucker's honeymoon place. They had like a Valentine sort of mirror above my bed, and I'm looking up there.
And there you are.
Yeah, there I am. I'm thinking,
hi, me.
Yeah, I could lose some weight, man. You know? So I get up and I talk to 500 librarians upstairs, you know. So, and they're like schnozzing out, you know, and they're, you know, whacked out, and, you know, they have the card catalog system with them. And so the whole thing was like horrific. So I come down and think, well, now I can split. And it's snowing, and it's snowing and snowing. You can't leave.
You're not leaving. You're not going to go anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
So you might as well get something to eat.
Right. So I go into the coffee shop, and I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be just great, since no one's here, if a beautiful girl walked in? My little fantasy, right? So I wait, and suddenly the door opens.
You're kidding.
No, I swear to God, this is a true story.
A 10.
A 10. She walks in. She takes off her hat, fluffs out her hair. She's beautiful.
Don't you, by the way, have you noticed women they've all got that move?
Yeah, the move. So I'm thinking now, if she would just come over, and sit down in my booth and talk to me.
Sure.
And she does.
You're kidding
No,
me.
I swear to God. She comes over, she sits down. Now I'm thinking this is like too good to be true. Writer's fantasy. You know, at last I'm having a groupie. No, anyway, so I sit down, and then she sits down, and I say, hi, I'm Bob Ward, and I'm on my book tour. And
see what you should have said. Let me give you the great one, Bobby, when next time, okay?
Right.
Say, geez, you look tired. And she'll say, really? You say, yeah, you've been running through my mind all day.
Oh!
Huh?
I'm going to remember that.
I pulled that out the other night on, what's-her-face, the Roxanne Pulitzer. Yeah.
How did it work?
Got right on the plane, went back to party.
Right out of here.
So anyway, so now you're with the lady in the book.
Oh, yeah. So I say to her, I'm Bob Ward, blah, blah, and I say, what's your name? And she says, Kathy. And I thought, oh, Kathy, great. I said, what do you do, Kathy? And she said, like you don't know what I do. Oh, like you don't know what I do. I said, oh, this is taking a weird lurch here, you know. And I'm thinking maybe it's a romance movie. It's turning into Alfred Hitchcock. So I said, I don't know what you do. And she said, oh, no, you don't know what I do. You don't have anything to do with what's happened to me at all.
Oh, you found yourself a loony, huh?
Yeah, she said, you had nothing to do with Dr. Weingartner. Take me out into the woods and tie me up and use electrodes on my body. You had nothing to do with that, Bob. And I'm going, oh.
Careful what you wish for, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my Lord.
I said, I had nothing to do. She said, oh, no, nothing at all. So I go.
How'd you get out of it?
Well, I said, let me guess. I said, doctor, whatever his name was. I said, you know, maybe that's your shrink, huh? And maybe he really didn't do those things. Maybe you're just thinking he did. And he said, then she goes, yeah, maybe. And I said, what's his phone number? So I go over and I call the phone number she gives me, and sure enough, it's a psychiatrist. And I said, hi, I said, this is Bob Ward in the Motel from Hell. And your patient, Kathy, the total lunatic,
needs you now.
It's ruined my fantasy. And I go back to help her, and she split. And I go out into the blizzard, and there's this tons of snow and no Kathy, and that was the end of it. So I like...
Oh, boy. Thank your lucky stars, huh? Anyway, I really appreciate your coming over. I know we had you scheduled for Monday. We lost Ozzy, and we called you, and you were a good guy and did it.
Great pleasure.
And I've enjoyed meeting you, and I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you about the radio interview the next time.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Robert Ward is the guest. The book is called The Cactus Garden. It's available now in bookstores across the land. Back with the revelation of tonight's secret word after these messages.
nations have enjoyed the best of the sea, comes the Olive Garden's Italian Seafood Festival, featuring spicy new shrimp fra diavolo, just $8.95. We saute shrimp, create a sauce of hot red peppers, onions, and garlic, simmered in white wine and spices, and bring them together in a fiery crescendo of Italian flavors. With unlimited free soup or salad and breadsticks. Spicy new shrimp fra diavolo, only at the Olive Garden.
Looking for something to do, someone to see, somewhere to go? Keep up with what's happening around L.A. when you get online with a KCBS TuneNet web browser, provided exclusively by NetVoyage. TuneNet is your guide to entertainment, community events, news, weather, and more. Get it all on the Internet with TuneNet. And get it for less when you sign up with NetVoyage. It's your best choice for low-cost Internet access. Call 1-800-247-7500, and we'll send you free TuneNet software or pick one up at a Best Buy near you.
The mystery of the Lazarus Man continues.
Your fate is entirely up to you.
Fearing his enemies have tracked him down, Lazarus joins a cattle drive.
Drive's been nothing but bad luck ever since he signed on.
But when the life of a friend is threatened...
Why are you taking his part? Just evening the odds.
Lazarus must risk everything to save him.
We're gonna hang you.
But has he met a new friend or an old enemy?
You think you can kill us all?
Next time on The Lazarus Man.
Sunday night at 12:05 on Channel 2.
All this month, Action News proved more is better with more investigative reports, more breaking news, more firsts, more live reports, more exclusives, more in-depth stories than any other station. If your newscast doesn't give you more, switch to Channel 2 Action News. Action News at 4, 5, and 11. You should see us now.
You know, I thanked young Jason Byers for sending in the Porsche from B&S Autos, and we want to send him a proper thank you. But Jason, we lost your address. So if you could drop us a line, send another car, and we'll send you a proper thank you. Thanks, Jason. We know that you'll understand. Next week, Ozzy Osbourne will join us on Monday night, provided he is feeling better. James Cromwell is here next week, who plays the farmer in Babe. Oh, yeah, that'll do, Pig. My old pal David Brenner from Westinghouse Broadcasting, and now the star of his own show on Westwood One Radio. Timothy Hutton and Serpent Head himself, James Carville, husband of Mary Madeline, will be here next week. The secret word to me...